gotta say, there's still plenty of opportunity for action. And as we get closer and closer to the playoffs, I love the NBA playoffs. It's so fun from a gambling perspective because you can really get a sense matchups, teams, can they adjust one game to the next? Can they readjust? And then other times you can tell that there are particular matchups where you're like, oh, they just got no shot. They can't stop them there. You see coaching mismatches. You see players sort of rise up on the big stage, and then you see players sort of on that stage. And so we have a couple games left for everyone, about a week and a half or so left in this NBA season. I've got a couple plays today. I know Erik has a few, and I know Kyle has a few. Kyle Shaft over there looking cool.
I don't know what the hell's going on with my eye. I look weird as hell though, so I got to cover it up. So it's not as cool as it actually looks. You know, it's probably pink eye situation, and maybe I need to be a little less dirty in the pleasure room. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on out here.
That's for the backdoor cover.
That's right. That's right.
For the Sunday night shows. Yeah. Erik, how you doing? We're coming off the heels of the NCAA championship last night, and now we should focus on over, and we're really going to get into the NBA. Baseball kicks off. We got the Masters this weekend, lots of major horse racing. So as one focus shifts, it's kind of just right to the next man up.
Yep, it just keeps on going, on to the next sport. There's a chance to make money. I'm all about it. So
great UFC pay-per-view this weekend too. 3 massive fights.
Awesome. I'll get you on my show one of these times to preview one of the big cards because I'll just be able to talk a little bit about it, but I can't really ever dive in. So from a gambling perspective, I'd love to touch base with you. But Erik, let's start with you today. You said you got I think 3 to 4 plays. Tell us where you want to go for your first.
I'm 4 deep. First, nice. I'm going to go to Garland over 2.5 threes. Magic give up the second most threes per game to opposing point guards. He's gone over 2.5, 4 of his last 5 games. But more importantly, in the 5 games, he's shooting 56.3% from beyond the arc. Games against the Magic this year, first game 5 out of 7, second game 3 out of 7. So he has gone over the total, shooting 47.1%. So yeah, Garland over 2.5 threes. First play for me.
Love it.
It's funny, while you're in that game, I'm marking over 2.5 threes at plus 146 because both of the big men are going to be out also for Cleveland. So you've got no Mobes, you've got no Allen. 24th in opponent 3-point percentage. Erik was kind of hitting on that from a guard perspective, but just overall, they're not very good defending the 3. And on March the 28th against Orlando, Markkanen went 3 of 9 from 3. In the last game, when there were this similar lineup where they didn't have the bigs and Markkanen needed to play more, he played 38 minutes against Philly, and he was 4 of 7 from 3. So I think right now you're just going to get more looks, more threes against a team that is not good defending the 3. So Erik and I both attacked that game or prop with different players. Let's rain down the threes early and often there, Erik, with the Cavs.
Let it rain, man.
Let it rain as we head over to the DFS Bachelor. Kyle, where are you going to have it rain tonight?
Can I just say I'm 4 deep is also the title of my sex tape. I just want to throw that out there. So there we go. I digress. I'm going to Joel Embiid rebounds tonight. The Sixers still have something to play for here, right? They're playing for seed at the same record as Milwaukee. That's sort of where I want to focus a lot of my attention. Joel Embiid, 14 or more rebounds in 5 straight games, 12 or more in 7 of the last 10. So I'm taking him, 13 or more in 7 of the last 10. So I'm going to take Joel Embiid tonight against a pretty bad Pacers front court now with what they sort of did during the season, letting Sabonis go, etc. Take Joel Embiid over 12.5 rebounds, minus 115. I think he has a big game on the road, gets it done as they battle with Milwaukee there. And I don't think they can mathematically get the 1 seed, but I know they can certainly pass Milwaukee for seeding there in the East. They have the same record as the Bucks.
Erik, where else do you want to head next?
I'm going to the pride of Apple Valley, Minnesota. I'm going to lock in Trey Jones over 11.5 points.
I almost leaned this one. I didn't, but just to give you an idea, I would definitely lean this way too because it was on my radar.
Looking at it, the key thing is there's no Murray for the Spurs. In games that Murray hasn't played this season, Jones is averaging 12 points per game. But in the last 5 that Murray has not played, he's gone over 11.5 points, 3 out of 5, and he's averaging 14 points per game. Nuggets on the season are giving up 24.25 points per game to opposing point guards, which is the 4th most in the NBA. So I like Jones over the 11.5.
Okay, let's get back over to you, Kyle.
We got a 3-point under prop. We've talked about this before. Fred VanVleet under 3.5 threes minus 135. Now he's done it the last 2 games. He's hit it. He's hit 4 and 5 on 27 attempts. So he's hit 9. So he's shooting about 33% in those games. But if you look at the 10 games before that, did not make that number a single time. So we're getting it 10 out of 12 times. So the number I think is a little bit low for what the odds dictate. Chicago, Toronto have the exact same record. I think this game's a little bit tighter. The Bulls can ratchet it up a little bit defensively when they want to. I'm taking Fred VanVleet under 3.5 threes at minus 135.
You know, I really wanted to dive into something in the Laker game.
Oh God,
I did.
You can't.
I stayed away. No, I did. I stayed away. I like playing the games when LeBron's out. I like playing Monk. The only thing I'm worried about, though, is when Davis is back now. I just don't know if Monk gets the same type of usage if Anthony Davis plays. The problem is like, why does Anthony Davis play even right now? Like, I don't know. Because if these make sure you're both healthy for next year, right? Like, at this point, it's a waste. Like, why risk anything? Anyways, my other play tonight, though, is in a fun game where we go and play the Thunder side. But we're not playing the Thunder. We're playing a prop with Theo Maledon. I mean, they have nobody. They don't even play Trey Mann anymore. Shea's out. There's just nothing happening for them. So his last 6 games, averaging 33.6 minutes per game, 14.5 field goal attempts per game, shooting almost 50% from the field, shooting 41% from 3, 5.5 assists. The ball's just in his hands a lot, and 20-plus points, 20.5 points. And the prop for the total for his points is 17.5. So I'm going over there with Maledon. He's just going to have the ball in his hands. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be beautiful. You may not want to watch it. Just check the box score every now and then and see how you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, it's just –
well, that's where my last play is, too, is in this game. And I normally don't take a lot of sides. I like the props and everything else. But look, I know Portland sucks, and they have guys like Trenton Watford and whoever who's who of nobodies on their team. But are we really taking Oklahoma City as a more than 2 possession favorite against anybody? I personally can't do it. So I'm gonna take the Blazers, as bad as they are and as bad as they've been. I'm gonna take the 4.5 points.
Dog game.
Yeah, I'm just taking the dog. Yeah, I'm taking the dog here. Anytime I get a chance to fade Oklahoma City as a favorite, count me in. So even though Portland stinks, it's a lean for me here, but I do think Portland covers tonight. And of course, they could win outright. Oklahoma City stinks.
Yeah, Oklahoma City, Giddy, Gilgeous-Alexander, and Mann aren't even playing. And that's why I went to Maledon there.
There you go. Oh, God, that's bad.
Lauri Markkanen and Maledon are my 2. I think you got 1 or 2 more, Erik?
I got 2 more. Next play, I am going to CJ McCullough over 2.5 threes. He's gone over in 4 of the last 5 games. In those 5 games, he's shooting 47% from 3. Kings are the 4th worst in defending the 3 for the off guard position. Plus, you just look at CJ splits. He actually shoots better on the road than he does at the I don't even know what's the name of the place the Pelicans play at. Whatever. Don't arena that is.
Pink Eye Arena. I mean, it's in New Orleans, right? So it's just dirty and
they've changed it a few times.
And then I'm looking at it on when he has at least 1 day's rest, he shoots 43% from 3. So I like CJ here. Offense is going to run through him, so I definitely like him. And then I have a side. I was able to get the Raptors at minus 3.5. Hawks have struggled this year on the road versus teams with a winning record. 4-13 ATS. But if you look at their last 5 games, if you look at when they are a short road dog, that is the Hawks, they're 1-5 against the spread. Raptors 10-4 against the spread, their last 14. And just how they play, the Hawks are 27th at defending the 3-pointer. Last time they played, every game they played this year, add them up. Raptors, I've shot 47%. With how the Raptors play, they're going to spread the floor. It's really just going to expose a lot of the holes the Hawks have on defense. So, yeah, I like the Raptors in it.
I like that one a lot. The Hawks are a nice fade on the road every time.
Well, and even on the other side, too, the way, like, Trey, you just feel like it's a bad matchup for him size-wise, right? They're longer, they're lankier. He's trying to get into the paint, and they've got a lot of like real wingy type players that are just not going to be easy for him to shoot over. So yeah, that it just doesn't feel like a great matchup for them there, even though they've been playing well as of late. You got to give them credit.
You know, the Raptors, they're playing in front of the full crowd now. They're coming off a loss at home against Miami, and the Hawks are coming off that big win over the Nets. Just a great situational spot.
Yep. Awesome. Erik with 4 today. I had a couple up on the board. Kyle also with 2 up on the board. Kyle, man, we've spent a lot of time together already this morning. We talked some baseball, previewed all the American League earlier this morning. So if anyone wants to check that out, you can check that at BTV Bets on the Twitter feed or on the social media feeds. We literally went every team in the American League, each of the divisions. We talked about their win totals, any player move that they've got, some positives, negatives, all that stuff. So if you're a baseball fan, you'll love that. We're going to talk and that tomorrow. So you'll have plenty of opportunity if you want to make any future wagers. But for us, we were talking baseball's such a long season.
Oof.
It's hard to get your money for that long, right? You can play daily, and I actually really enjoy playing baseball daily as an underdog player because I can find legitimate plus 150s, plus 200s, or attack vulnerable, heavy favorites a lot of the times if I don't like those pitching matches. So you can end up hitting at 48, 50% and make good money. You know, you don't even have to hit closer to 60 like we normally would to really turn a profit if you're just playing sides at the normal 110 or so. Baseball season coming up will be here. We were talking about it. We don't know anything official yet, but once the playoffs start, we will have more shows for probably either daily or, before a lot of the games. We'll at least have some quick ones where we can take a look at the matchups and if there are any props or plays that in there. And I will probably have a few futures. I do like playing some series prices come playoff time. Kyle, good luck to you and all your plays today, buddy. It's been a pleasure talking with you. Erik, my friend.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thanks again for jumping in and talking some basketball with us on this Tuesday. We will see you talking some NBA again on Sunday week as we get really close to finishing the NBA season. Stay tuned for more up to date about our NBA coverage and turn those notifications on for BTV Bets. Everything's free at BTV.